Hi guys, welcome to the Studentship YouTube channel. My name is Blessing Olarawaju and I'm here with
Idoko Stanley.
Alright, so in this video, we are going to tell you everything you need to know about gaining admission into the University of Nigeria. As you know, University of Nigeria is one of the most competitive universities in the country.
Exactly. Research has it that for the past 5 years now, like they record up to 60,000 applicants.
You can
for
imagine.
the past 5 years now. So it's not a struggle for the weak. It's not a battle for the weak actually.
Because I remember when I was applying to UNN, I was like, am I really sure I will get this school? Because the best of the best, they are applying to study at UNN.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why these tips are going to really be of help to you. They are very necessary
Exactly.
for your admission
Because
process.
when we were thinking about this video, I was like, why didn't I see this kind of video during my own time of application? I know that this kind of video would have gone a long way to help me. They say that information is power, and many applicants, they go astray because they don't know the do's and the don'ts of the UNN application. So this video will go a long way to help every applicant for UNN.
Alright, so we're going to get into the video right now. So make sure you like this video and click on the subscribe button. Thank you. So the first thing about getting admission into UNN is getting your O-level results right.
Yes. That's the beginning part, because if you can't clear your O level, you can't rise to a higher level. Okay, so your O level will mean is your WAEC or your NECO here in Nigeria, your WAEC or your NECO.
Yes.
So you have to know the particular courses and the core courses to get your credits and pass. So you can now go to a high level of applying for UNN even at the first time.
Yeah, because for example, if you're applying to study medicine and surgery, you should know that you need mathematics, English language, biology, chemistry, and physics. You need that as the minimum requirement.
Yes. So care has to be taken for you that if you're in O level to pass these courses, because if you don't pass it so well, it's going to deter your dreams of being a UNN applicant in the first place. So for example, now if you apply for med-surg, you have to clear at least your WAEC or your NECO. You don't do a
combination of
results for med-surg. For that other departments, you have privilege that you can combine. But that doesn't mean that you have to relax on your laurels. You still have to pass those O-level courses with good grades too.
So having passed gotten the minimum requirement, minimum credit passes in the relevant subject, I think the major challenge is the JAMB subject combination.
Yes.
Because some students, they don't know if I'm supposed to take physics, I'm supposed to take chemistry for the course I want to study at UNN.
Exactly. Because you see some people that when they gain admission,
they
lose the admission because you did improper course combination.
In the JAMB.
So you have to go and check the WAEC syllabus, the JAMB syllabus.
Yes.
To know the particular course you are applying for and the 4 course subjects you are meant to apply in your JAMB. Because if you don't do that so way, you can get an admission on the long run, also lose your admission by the school.
Or you'll be thrown to another department because you did not get the subject combination.
Exactly.
So if you want to see the subject combination for whatever course you are studying, you can let us know in the comment section and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes.
Now moving on to the next point.
So if you are done with your O level, that means you are now head start off for your JAMB.
You're now ready to write the post UTME exam.
And when you are applying for JAMB, you know how competitive the school is. You have to aim for a high score.
Yes.
A high JAMB score is a functional value for you to have an admission in UNN. If you don't have a high score, your chances of earning admission is so low, because many schools, many smashers are applying for this school. So you have to write among the best on the best to have a high score.
Sometimes some students they tell me, sir, I got 280 in my JAMB. Can I study medicine at UNN? Can I study law at those competitive courses?
Yes.
So what do you think about this? Like students trying to study competitive courses with let's say an average JAMB score.
Okay, so it depends on what is an average JAMB score to the particular person, because if you check the previous year's cutoff mark, you see that courses like med-surg and law and dentistry and dentistry too, they have a higher cutoff mark. To be on a good landmark too, you see that your score is not up to maybe 10 mark off the cutoff mark, you ought to change for a particular course, because that will make your chances to be slim. Because if you have a lower JAMB score, people that have a higher JAMB score are even there that are more opportune to have that particular course than you.
Yes. So talking about the JAMB score and the cutoff, there's something about someone will get a, let's say someone is applying to study medical laboratory science with a JAMB score of 270. Okay. The person does not get the admission, but somebody with, let's say, 240 gets the admission. Probably the person is from other different states. And what can you say about that?
That follows the NUC policy of catchment area and ELDS area. ELDS means the 8 educational levels developed areas in Nigeria. So these states and these regions in Nigeria have a higher opportunities for people to gain admission. People from like the northeastern states or from the northwestern states, it's a low JAMB score, a low post UTME score. They have an admission other than you. I'd be like, wow, this is partiality. No, it's not partiality. It's following the NUC guidelines actually.
So for students who are coming from the southeastern states, what we're trying to say is that the competition here in the southeastern states is very high.
Yes,
because by default, students from the southeast will want to apply to
the southeastern university.
Yeah, just like the north, students over there, they want to apply to Abu Zaria. Then in the west, we have Obafemi Awolowo and University of Ibadan. So if you are a student from the southeastern part of Nigeria,
you have a bigger work to do.
Yes, because because your cut off mark will usually be higher than for other students coming from. So UNN just follows the regulatory processes, which is 45% merit, 35% for the catchment area, and 15% for ELDS, educationally less developed area. So if you are confused, you are not sure about your JAMB score, whether it can fetch you or get to your dream course, you can also let us know in the comment section. I will give you the best advice. So moving on to the next point on getting admission to University of Nigeria.
Okay, so once you have gotten a high JAMB score, you know obviously you must have a course in your mind already before you can write the JAMB.
Yes.
And I also advise applicants that this course in mind should be your passion, what you are so passionate about, because once you are passionate about it, I think you can give it all your best. You can burn your night candles to read about them. That will make you have a good night, a good JAMB score. You must have a particular passionate course in your mind. The courses in UNN are so numerous. You can check our website for the courses you apply, and you can apply in UNN. They are so numerous. Okay, so once you have this course in your mind and you have written your JAMB score, I also advise applicants also to have maybe 2 courses in their mind also, in case the preferred one doesn't work out. The second one can work out. That will make you that will give you a higher chance of securing an admission in the school. Exactly.
So after getting your whole level results right, making the right decisions, getting a high JAMB score, everything now boils down to the post UTME. Because the UNN post UTME is also the second hurdle you need to cross before you get your admission into the school.
Yes. And sometimes some students, like even if JAMB was linear to you, the post UTME will not be linear to you. Sometimes you can be unlucky that JAMB will be harsh and post UTME will be harsh. So care must be taken as you prepared with that high fitness for your JAMB. You also have a high care for your post UTME also, because it's a hurdle that most students fail to pass. You get? So in this post UTME, it's like JAMB also, because it's sister to JAMB, because you write 4 courses also. The same thing you wrote in your JAMB.
The same subject combination. That's the good thing about UNN post UTME. Unlike other schools where you be asked questions on verbal, quantitative, and mathematics, current affairs. But UNN post UTME is based on your JAMB subject combination. So just like you writing your JAMB subject, but you'll be writing 60 questions for 1 hour. So 15 minutes for each of your 4 subjects. So that's the reason why UNN post UTME is one of the best in Nigeria, because you are preparing for a JAMB all over again. Those mistakes you made while preparing for your JAMB and all that.
Correct.
Those topics you did not understand, you can go over them again, and go through it. So most students usually ask a question about repetition of past question in the UNN post UTME exam.
So UNN post UTME past question is a key. The key to success. Like if you can grasp and read it from back to front, I think you have an edge over others. Okay, because that will give you an idea on how questions are being set, and some ideas on how to answer some of those questions. So for you to apply, for you to have a high chance of application, you have to read up those past questions for you to score higher your post UTME. Because having a higher score in JAMB and post UTME give you a higher chance of admission.
A higher aggregate. Now, one mistake many students they make is, when you talk about this past question, they get a past question and they start cramming the past question, hoping that they will see the same thing in the exam.
So sometimes this UNN, as you can say, the UNN, the name also relates with the exam standard also.
Standard,
so they can change some values in the exam, and you be like, I've crammed this 2 plus 2 equals to 4. You know, at the exam you see 2 plus 3, and you go and click 4, which is wrong. So even if you are cramming the question, you cram it with what? Carefulness. You just cram it. you cram it with.
Because you know what UNN does is that, funny enough, you see exact question in the exam, you see in the past question, but you don't know they've changed maybe
value,
2 meters per second to another value. So without you calculating and you analyzing that question, you feel it woefully. That's why you see some people, they come to UNN and are like, I smash UNN, I finish UNN. But by the time they see their UTME score,
they will just be disappointed.
They will like, UNN has cheated and all that. So when you're preparing for your post UTME, make sure you study for your post UTME. Do not rely on cramming of past question. It does not work, because a topic you've read and you understand, you can confidently answer questions. So this past question is supposed to be like a guide, something to evaluate yourself, a self-evaluatory tool, to know how far you are going with your preparation. Are you going well? Do you understand the topic and all of that? So that is the purpose for the past question. The next thing that happens after the post UTME exam, you're coming to UNN to write the post UTME exam, is now seeing your post UTME score. And then you'll be able to know your aggregate score. And the aggregate score is what makes up your chances, that determines your chances for admission.
Yes. I must be sincere with you. This is one of the difficult times for applicants, because you have mixed feelings. That fear of taking your score to know that you actually made it.
Yes.
So, but it's very important to check your score, because that will give you an idea of what the cutoff mark or what the average will now be. So once you now know your score, you can now know the way forward, whether you are fit for this particular course or whether you should look out for the next step.
Yes.
And that next step, I think, is supplementary.
Yeah.
You don't have supplementary forms also.
Yes. I know this cutoff mark is determined by the performance of students. There is no fixed cutoff mark. If students perform poorly that year, the cutoff mark will be low. If students, the performance is excellent, the cutoff mark will be
high.
And the cutoff mark is based, they have cutoff mark for the merit list, for the catchment, and for the ELDs. So my advice is usually, even if you don't meet the cutoff mark, try to be the best from your state. Try to be the best from your state. And that is why getting a high aggregate score is very, very important.
Yes, key.
Because that is what determines if you are going to meet up with the cutoff mark. And so what then happens if peradventure a student does not meet up with the cutoff mark? Let's say student is applying to study law at UNN, that the cutoff mark that year is, let's say, 301, where student gets 297.
Okay, that's why I like UNN, because how the leniency with applicants. Okay, they give room for this supplementary, whereby if you don't reach up to your desired course, you can now apply for supplementary forms, whereby you cannot be given other courses other than your dream course. Okay, and these supplementary courses, you can get them from the school website, and from there you can now make sure that your admission in the school is secured.
Yeah, that is true. This supplementary is just like, and one thing you should know about the supplementary or the shopping form is, it doesn't hinder your chance of getting the course you applied, the previous course you applied. So if I have got 297 and the cutoff mark is 301, and by the time I don't meet up with the cutoff mark or the merit list, there is still a good chance for me of still getting a law. But then to broaden your chances, to get a higher chance, you need to also apply for the shopping form. That is one thing about UNN. So that is just the major tips and points you need to know about getting admission at UNN. If you have any question, you need further clarification, you can also drop your comments and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So make sure you click on the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel to get more videos like these.
And also give this video to your relative and to your friends to come and watch this video, because many people are asking how can they get admission to UNN, and many of them get false information. So make sure you refer your friends to this channel to come and see this kind of video and gain from it also. Alright, so for now, I would say bye-bye. We hope to see you at the University of Nigeria. Got it then.